Welcome back to Paultons Park. Now, I did come last week, however, completely misjudged the weather. It didn't go very well, to be honest with you. However, I picked a good day to come back because, I don't know if you can see from here, but track is being installed today. So expect probably a slightly longer update as I stand by the fence and watch it happen. There is a lot to show you here at the park, and you've got just 4 days left to come and experience the rides over this site. That's Cobra and Edge for this year, obviously it'll be Raven next year, and Magma, which closes Sunday. 4 days left. A lot's happened. Let's go up high and then we're going to come down low where I think the action is and show you exactly what's going on, and indeed the installation of the first pieces of track on site. Yes, it is raining here at the park, so please apologise for any noise from wind and indeed from rain on the lens. I'm going to watch it anyway, to be honest with you. They've got another piece to install and they've installed the turn, and we'll show you some of that. Anyone that followed Hyperia will know that I was traipsing through a foot deep of water to watch it being built, and here is going to be no difference. I'm going to stand here in the rain for the next couple of hours and check it out. But before we do, let's go on Magma and show you an aerial view of everything that's going on here, and then go on Cobra and see if we can see anything over this side. Here is the state of play on the buildings, which you can see below. A lot has been done and the roof has been complete over on the station. Not much over here, I'm expecting to. I do apologise for any wind noise. We can see some more decoration on the side of the Cobra building there. We will check that out. And of course, more done on the roof here. But yeah, the roof over here is all done. And as you can see, there's one piece of track and a few supports left over there. However, they will be over here very shortly, and we're going to show you they are moving those into place as we speak. There it is. And you can see this is probably the best view we're going to get of the track going in. Look at that. That is a view. Now, over this side, not a lot going on, but you can see the remaining supports and track over there. We continue our update over here at the toilet block, where you can see the base rock work has started to go in, and we'll show you around the other side as well. It really adds to some detail for it. I don't know whether or not they'll be coloured or whether that's the finished article. We'll have to wait and see. And we've also got some new markings on the floor as well. Scaffolding is now down, which means the details which you see here on the roof are more than likely final, as they go right the way across here with the colour, and of course over the front too. And you can see there's a lot of different colours. As we pan down, you'll see that all the entrance bits have been done. From the wide view, right the way across the front and round to the side. The building which we think will be photos has now got a desk. I think it's pretty obvious what this building is, and indeed more work's been done on it as well in terms of theme and design. Looking really cool, to be honest with you. And as we pan around, we will show you what's going on in the station, because yes, track is there. We are now going to get you some shots of what's going on here. Now, I will say I'll put some highlights in of what's going on, because I know not everyone will want to see every single little bit. I'm going to stand there for a couple of hours and film it, so I will put some extended video up for those that just want to see sort of the track coming in. This is the first day of track installation. It's the 3rd of September. It's Wednesday, the 3rd of September, the first day of track installation here at Paultons, and they are getting effectively the station area to sort of the exit, so the whole station bit done. The roof is done. We'll show you the roof, of course, as part of the update, and the reason being, we were told, is that they can get the electrics done. It's as simple as that. The rest of the track isn't due for about 6 weeks, roughly, so we're not expecting any more track quite yet, but once it comes, the next lot, it will come. It will come in its droves. But it's really interesting to see how they're bringing the track in. You'll see the telehandler around the back, which is actually lifting the track in sight. A lot of places actually build the building around the coaster. And Paultons have done that in the past. They didn't do it at Farmyard Flyer though, and in this one they have actually allowed for it to be done this way round. You'll see where the track is being held at the top here. and we will get a close-up of that. That's actually been part of the design, so they can hold the track in place and get it all in, basically undercover. I mean, it's rained quite badly today. The sun is now out. You'll see how the weather has varied quite significantly, but it's actually been designed to be able to hold the track and help them get it in for installation. So let's show you some shots now of the track going in for the first time. Here are the first pieces of track going in for Drakon, installed as we speak. Okay, let's update you where we are. Just had a lovely chat with Lawrence. Very grateful for him to stop to talk to me. This is indeed a photo booth, which is what we kind of anticipated. We got the toilet and the photo booth right, actually. I'm quite pleased about that. However, there are some bits we got wrong. So this over here will not be the exit of the ride. That is indeed just decoration. It's just decoration. It's just a massive door space that's going to be decoration. The exit of the ride is actually going to be underneath it over here, and then you'll come out by the photo booth over here. And we did think originally as well that it might be tyre driven round because there are tyre drives. However, the slant that's there now, and the reason why we say that is the fact this end piece is still being held from the rafters and indeed a bit of wood, and the reason for that is it kind of bolts onto the main base bit, which obviously isn't here yet, but it will slope around the corner. So you might be able to see here, and we have had close-ups, and we'll get another close-up. It's going to come out the station, and it will indeed slope around the corner. Not a lot, to be honest, just enough to kind of get it rolling as it leads into what will be the lift hill and drop here. So yeah, just to clarify that, the exit will be underneath the track here. That is decoration, that is indeed a photo booth, and it does slant coming out of the station. That was a quick look at the swing foundations as we swing over to this side and have a look at some of the cladding which has gone on, which is actually a little bit different. Very different in honesty. We're going to get you some more track going in. There's about up here piece going. It's been really exciting to watch so far. So let's go back to that. But this is quite a tricky piece. They've said it's quite a tricky piece. It's clearly quite a tricky piece. As you can see, that bit is in there. That needs to be raised off the ground. You can obviously see the support parts here. Which it will be attached to. I think this is the most difficult part so far. That is a long bit of track they got to get in there for the main station. Look at that. Now the piece just here has been attached to the ceiling part which they put in preparation. So I'm guessing this will be sort of winched in all at once and shifted along. Very clever the way they've designed this, very, very clever. Here they are preparing the base of the support to go on before it moves down the platform a bit further. The track that was on site is in, and not only is it in, that is the station piece as well. Wow, that was amazing to watch that. We've had a bit of a weather this afternoon. It's been a bit of rain, it's been a bit of wind, and it's been a bit of sunshine, but that was incredible to watch. That is me geeking out unbelievably. Just how they get it in there is incredible. So we have station track going in, it lowers as it goes round and then to the other side. No more track due yet, that is in. They can now start on the electrics. And of course, enclosing the building. That'll probably be the last we see of the track. We understand it's going to be covered up, obviously, while works are going on. You don't want it damaged, but that was brilliant to watch. That really, really was. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please drop us a like. It means the world to us. Obviously, we've been down here at Paultons Park. We've got one more update left as we get our final rides in before this area closes off.